Not yet.
Kaboom.
See, you just made the noise again.
Kaboom.
Oh, this guy. Welcome back, everybody, to it. And turn your phone on mute, dog. I mean, come on, man.
It's
Welcome
you.
back,
You're
everybody.
giving me announcements from your.
Huh?
Anyway, go on.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the AIV show. We're starting out to a rocking start today.
Wow.
Right? With Amit trying to manage and the co-host trying to sabotage. And this is how we go through. All right, what's on you got for me that I'm not going to know?
Yeah. Phone ringing, yeah.
Niggas hating y'all. Jury bringing y'all. Drugs feeding y'all. Phone ringing y'all. Niggas hating y'all. Jury bringing y'all. I was bad at fucking school.
Now I'm trying to dodge the sing. Nothing?
Are you serious? You think I would have something for this? Is there a chorus coming?
They know I'm walking ticket. Nothing?
I mean, this is really bad.
You
Whatever
wanna
this
be a
is,
boss, you gotta pay the price.
is that what present day No Limit would sound like? That is really bad.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. Who is that?
It's Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah, this guy thought I would know who that is. Where does this gentleman hail from?
Song came out a few months ago. Huge song.
Huge where, dog?
Yeah.
I mean, huge in your household or huge?
No,
in
huge
the
hip hop. Like huge.
How would you even know what's huge? Are you out in the clubs these days, man? How do you know what's going on?
I got my ear to the streets.
You ain't got your man. You live, where you live ain't no streets, dog. Right in the cul-de-sac doesn't count. How the hell do you know what's going on the real? Where do you get your stuff from? Where are you getting your trendy hippity app music from?
Social media, my kids. I usually know it before my kids anyway, or same time.
Your kids listen to that, whatever that is?
Of course. It's Boss Man D-Lo.
You keep saying this like I know who that person is.
Tallahassee.
That's where he's from?
Yeah.
How old is this man?
I have no idea.
I mean, dude, Boss Man D-Lo. All right. Okay, I'll let it ride.
Yeah, it sounds kind of old, like months old, but I figured I'd test you on
It's
that.
new to me.
How have you not heard
And I can safely say I'll probably never hear it again, actually, too. I think we're rolling in different circles. I don't know what comes up in your Spotify dynamic, but I'm not hearing that. And I'm also not a parent, and I don't live where you live, which is predominantly not playing that kind of music. So
no, you're wrong with that. You're wrong with that.
So the kids are just trying to be uber urban? Is that what it is?
No, actually, you're wrong. Well, first of all, the demographic has shifted completely.
Completely, man. Shifted fine. From when you were a kid living till now?
Yes.
Define completely.
Okay, completely could be a wrong word.
That's what I said. I was like, shifted, I'll give you. Completely is a very strong word. And if you're counting your household, that's like 90% of everything.
No, okay, let's go. Non-white. Let's just say in high school, it was 1% black. I think it's like 8% now. And then you throw in anything non-white, it's, you got those Hispanics. So yeah, it's shifted a lot. Trust me.
All right. Now again, I'm not even the lap. You said completely.
Yeah, right.
You're
right.
Completely. If I go to the mall there, I'm still gonna be overrun by what I saw 20 years ago when I was there. Generally speaking. All right. What you got?
Yeah.
Different. Yeah, they're playing that kind of music now, and I don't even know what's going on.
All right, we can go the obvious, but we'll hold off in a second. Let's go. Denzel Washington.
Oh, that's okay. Good. That's a good obvious.
So, Gladiator. For sure, most of you know it, but my wife has never seen it somehow.
Your wife ever seen Gladiator?
No, never seen it.
Have you kids?
No. You know what? I don't know.
That's a good film for them to see. It holds up.
Yeah, it does.
Right, and then show them Russell Crowe now and see the difference. You're like, we'll see. Like,
well, I was going to ask you, does it hold up? Because I haven't seen it in so
I'm not
long.
gonna lie. I just said it holds up. I've not seen it. I don't know why I said that.
Idiot.
I said it and I was like, have I seen it recently? I've not seen it recently. But I think it does because there wasn't a lot of CGI.
As a great movie.
Yeah,
right?
there wasn't a lot of CGI and it held up in that sense. So I don't think that there'll be a lot of problems.
You know which one did not hold up? It wasn't as good, but it did not hold up. The Mel Gibson Scottish one. Did not. I watched
Braveheart?
Yes, did not.
Why?
I watched it like 3 years ago. Just didn't hold up. Did not.
Huh.
Anyway,
you already know how it ends. You know how I guess.
Then you know how any movie ends if you've seen it already.
Okay, continue. Okay.
So Gladiator was a great movie. What, 20 odd years ago? Probably
literally more than that actually.
So the trailer for Gladiator 2 came out.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't grab me at all.
Okay.
But Denzel is in it.
Mm-hmm.
And not sure if in the movie itself it's a prominent role, but in the trailer he's prominently featured. And he's getting a lot of backlash.
Because The Laugh, it came out in 2000, by the way.
Okay, wow. It was over 20 years ago. So backlash twofold. One of them, black guy in Rome. Number two is his accent. But we've been conditioned. Here's what we don't realize. The people are saying you can hear the New York accent in it, right? We've been conditioned to watch movies with Roman emperors with British actors with British accents, as if that's normal. As if that's normal in Asia, right? So it's yes, a New York accent in Rome would be weird, but just as weird as that British accent, right?
So this is and I talked about this before. This is something that bothers me across film, period. The assumption being anything that is filmed outside of America, right? And by the way, it's not just it's any European country, Scandinavian or otherwise. If they're trying to dumb it down for Americans, they put British actors in there or somebody speaking with a British accent, and that gives you the note that they're European, there's a different language, right? And it really bothers me. So that's why I love that there was the not so recent doubling down or usage of the authentic language of that particular region and subtitles. And I'm like, thank God, because I can actually watch the actor and it makes more sense to me now having Italian actors speak Italian and that, because what would really bother me is you would see this and you would see British person and then you see an actual Italian there. And then you would see a Spanish person playing Italian and everybody's putting on these bad accents. And I was like, this is, and only that, but then they're in Italy speaking in a bad Italian accent in English. And I'm like, well, that would never happen either. Like both of these things are wrong. You know what I'm saying?
That always bothered you. Just speak the language. They're not speaking English.
Bro. I mean, read it, right? But again, you got to play it to the less than savvy. But okay, but I didn't know there's any backlash to Denzel.
There's backlash to Denzel. And then also it's like
by whom? I've not even seen this. Honestly, I'm not seeing this.
Social media people.
Gotcha. I'm not on the socials as much as you.
Yeah.
Big Daddy D or whatever. Has he got issues with this or whatever his name is?
Boss Man D-Lo, not Big Daddy D.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
Pause.
My bad. Okay.
There actually was there were not many, but notable black actual like African members in ancient Roman society. So people are saying one similar to the role evidently that Denzel is in. This guy. If I'm pronouncing it right, Lucius Quietus, African commander.
I went to Quietus. I mean, but so, also you realize, but there were also, well, I guess the black people that were represented in the first Gladiator were actually gladiators, so slaves. So it didn't matter as much then because what's his face was in it. Desmond, whatever his name.
Give us free.
Yeah. So, but he's been in a lot of interesting roles that kind of circle that time. But also, it's Spartacus. They had a black dude in Spartacus doing stuff like this. Has been the Spartacus, a TV show. You had a prominent black flag. Then you had 300. You had prominent black dudes there as well. So there's a lot of times within and around this region or a time frame apparently that was riddled with.
But it's also it's again okay. So people are complaining there's a black guy. Fucking Jesus. Are we complaining about the white man with the long flowing straight white hair in movies and shows?
Never complaining.
Or Tom Cruise's Last Samurai, and it's like, I don't know. Just let things be.
Tom Cruise's Last Samurai was supposed to be a white dude.
Oh, was it? I never saw
it. Did you assume that it was supposed to be a Japanese man that Tom Cruise was supposed to be playing?
Being like, I don't know.
You've never seen the movie, and yet you make that as your claim. I'm without speech. Yeah. I am without speech. I don't even know what to do there. Did you see Shogun, by the way?
I did not.
What's up, Porky?
Is it based back then?
Shogun is based. No, it's not as far back, but it's a white dude. They do something with the accents, but they do it really well. It's on FX once. It's up for a bunch of Emmys, but Shogun did really, really, really well, and it's on Hulu if you got that because everything on FX is on Hulu. I highly recommend it. bunch of Japanese people doing Japanese stuff, i.e., you feel like you're there, and then the one non-Japanese person or a couple of non-Japanese people in the show, they're supposed to represent one British man and the other are Portuguese, and so the language dynamic is really weird because you want people to understand, right? So when the Japanese are speaking to each other, obviously it's in Japanese. When the British man who understands a little Portuguese is talking to the other Portuguese person, he's speaking in English, and the Portuguese person is responding to him in English. It's supposed to be Portuguese, but this way we can understand. So is that another language? And then when the English person is just talking to the Japanese and trying to communicate before he actually learns the language, he's speaking in English. It's a really weird. It sounds difficult.
Not gonna lie. I lost with the whole Japanese Portuguese.
Watch the show. Watch the show.
All right, which channel?
Watch the show. There's nobody listening to anything.
It got so confusing. which
the show is called Shogun. It's on
I got
Hulu.
that
On Hulu/FX.
All right.
And speaking about sequels, I saw Twisters last night, which is also 20 years old.
And
enjoyed it.
Really?
Legit enjoyable. I mean, it's not a sequel. It's a whole separate movie. But there's a lot of homage played to the first. Like, so if you saw the first one, you'll see a lot of like subtleties that are like, oh, they were seen very similar to that in the first one, and so on and so forth. But it was a fun film. Just a simple fun film, just like the first one.
All right, let's see it.
You know, and I mean, like, dude, Glenn Powell was crushing life right now. He was a dude. He was the white guy.
Yeah, Top Gun.
Yeah, but what's funny, that dude's been around for a minute, and he just got his fame, and everybody thinks he just came up because of Top Gun. And dude's been hustling for a while. He was even in the Dark Knight Rises. He did a bunch of stuff that I did not know, like playing bit parts, like with one line and stuff like that forever. And now he's got a shine, and now he's the dude, you know. So yeah, and he didn't even want to do. He had reservations about doing Top Gun because he was up for the role of what's his face, the dude who played Goose's son. He was up for that role.
Yeah, and
he didn't get the role. And so they offered him this one, and he was like, "Yeah, but I don't really want this one." And literally, Tom Cruise sat down with him, and was like, "You're take this role because of X, Y, and Z." And he was like, "Trust me, you can make this role something that'll change your life." Which is crazy that you're going to turn down a Tom Cruise movie in that situation. Yeah. Meanwhile, but on the flip side, there's other people in the movie too who have not catapulted to whatever, but his character was pronounced arrogant and whatever else, and allowed it to kind of become something. You did see Top Gun Maverick? I
did.
Okay, you did enjoy Top Gun Maverick?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, bro, yeah, that movie's stellar on many realms. So there's that. What else you got?
Two things. One, intellectual thought. Ready for this?
You're saying these words after talking about Big Daddy, whatever.
Stop.
Boss man.
Pause.
Boss man. Sorry.
Mirrors don't break. They multiply.
I don't know what to do here. I mean, what am I doing with that? What am I doing with that? Oh, speaking of mirrors, wow, okay, hold up. Where did that come to you, by the way? Did that just come to you while you're sleeping one night and there's an epiphany, you woke up and wrote it down, or did you see that on the interwebs?
No, my son told me.
Oh, it's your son. There's somebody in school. There's a thing going around.
Yeah.
All right. So
I had go ahead.
No, keep going. I'm talking about mirrors. What are you talking about?
I was looking at the damage, like Hurricane Beryl in Jamaica and the other islands, and just,
I don't.
Thinking of housing and how.
Oh, there you go. I just got. So does glass do the same thing? Is glass the same as a mirror then? If a glass breaks, you just multiply, get more glass. Now there's a glass which is actually material. Then there's a glass that's a drinking object. How do you play this game?
I mean,
very good question, Meg.
Very good question. Yes.
So glass multiplies as well.
Yes.
So then we should be calling a glass then. It should have a different name.
Wait, here's the thing. There's a glass and there's the substance, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So I'm saying if the A glass should have a different name.
Yes.
Because when that breaks, it is no longer functional.
It should be a cup made of glass. Hey, pass me the cup made of glass.
He's very lengthy, but all
right. So speaking of how we're fortunate in our lives, the way we grew up, the way we live now.
Mine's ice. Sorry, keep going.
I was actually thinking that to have a roof over our heads, we didn't grow up with air conditioning, but now we have air conditioning. We'll never go back. We had.
Are you saying the collective we? Because I didn't. You did.
I did not have air conditioning until 11 years old.
I feel like that's a fib, but all right, continue.
First of all, mine's a fib. Fib.
Continue.
No, 100% did not have AC. So I started thinking, New Year's Eve, probably 98, 99. The way we lived for 3 days in Kingston was horrible. I just ran
horrible. Yeah.
It was horrific.
Yes.
Right? It was in a condemned building.
Yes. And it was 99.
It was 99?
It was 99.
Yeah. So it was, New Year's of 99.
Hold up. Now I'm thinking. Is 98, 99? Shit, I don't remember. I'm lying. Either way, continue.
We stay in literally a building that was condemned to be torn down or whatever.
Yeah.
But we got it for free. So
free. Yeah, got it for free. We damn near died for free.
We get in there. It's a 2-story, apartment hotel thing. The unit. We opened the kitchen. Do you remember what we did?
I didn't open the kitchen. You guys opened the kitchen and shrieked, and I closed the door
and then
back.
The agreement was no one on the penalty of death shall ever open this door again for this.
In essence, we rented. We rented a townhouse. It was a hotel and a townhouse, right? A townhouse it was one property. So they had proper hotel, elevators, etc. on one side, and the other side were townhouses that tourists could rent, right? Tourists, this part of the property. We were given a townhouse, which seemed like a really amazing, nice gesture, right? Because of a friend of Dominic's, actually. Apparently not a very good friend, but either way, friend of Dominic's had to give him this townhouse, right? He goes, hey, it's free. All you guys, no worries. And we're like, yo, that's dope. 2-bedroom townhouse, kitchen, 2 stories, all the good stuff. We noticed when we got there, there's cars on the other side. People are getting dropped off at the hotel side. Ain't no cars in front of the townhouses, plural. There's probably 10 of them. So we go to one, and we go in there. Again, we're the only car. And you walk in, and it's not like anybody been in this townhouse for a minute.
Yo,
then we're downstairs.
Trust me.
And then there's a door that, like a door that closes, the kitchen door. Also very, not one of those, like restaurant ones that kind of flop in and out, like a door, which is also rare. You don't see many kitchen doors. But in any event, there's a kitchen door. Dominic, because he's always hungry, decides to go look in what's in the kitchen and slides the door open, shrieks like a grown man should not, and then closes the door and goes, nobody should go in this place. Now, I never saw what's behind the door, but if Dominic shrieked that way, ain't no in hell I'm going to be happy with what's behind the door.
This place was so bad. I don't know what you guys did. When I showered, I put the towel in the tub and stood on the towel.
What do you mean you guys did? We put towel, and then we put Target bags, like plastic bags or whatever, on top of that as well. So I'm standing on layers because whatever's below it is questionable. Then you get out the towel, and I jumped right into the what?
I don't know.
Jumped right into the flippy floppies right after, so you're not touching the floor. Then we get to the bed, and the bed,
fully clothed. I'm talking fully clothed. Jeans, shirt, socks, completely. If I had gloves, I would wear gloves. I didn't have gloves.
But knowing that, we did all that, and there was no AC in this place.
No AC, and fully clothed.
And still fully clothed. In Jamaica, in December, sweating, right? Now, Dominic and I actually slept on the same bed, and another person on the bed, that person's rolling around willy-nilly, uber comfortable with what's going on in the bed. Dominic and I slept fully clothed, on our backs with our arms crossed, coffin status, right? Like Dracula, trying to go to sleep. Yeah. And the mattress was concave in a way that is not appropriate for your back. And the pillow, the face wouldn't touch the pillow, so his shirt went on the pillow as well to make sure he didn't touch anything. It was just horrible in so many ways.
You see the comments? Porky says, should have left. Porky, I remember.
You were there. He was there. He drove us back.
It was free.
I think I drove it back with Porky the next day.
You know?
Yeah, and I said, geez, exactly. What was the name of the hotel?
Oh my gosh.
I'm forgetting. It was Andrew Blake's, and I forget the name of the hotel.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Either way, you were there. We went to the party together. Drew was there. I sat middle seat all the way back to Mobay. I was like, first ride back I'm taking. We have pictures outside.
I think I flew back.
Yeah, I didn't have that kind of money. I didn't have the AC money at that time, so I took the car. But you do you. I think you flew down too, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Because again, some people got a little better left than others. No, Royal Palm. This man said no, it wasn't Royal Palm. But going back to your mirror comment about gross situations on my IG yesterday, and I don't know.
Yeah, it was DB's. It was there in
hotel. Yeah.
Can't remember the name
of the hotel.
Oh man.
So no, there was a thing called a toilet mirror.
What?
Hear me now? All right, that's what I said. So no, there's a video, but I'm not going to pull it up because that's just unnecessary dynamics. Mine, there's something. It's a mirror. So you know the seat, like not the seat you sit on, the top seat you kind of put to the back, right where your back rests up against. This mirror sucks onto that or sticks onto that seat. So now when you're cleaning yourself, you can look back at the mirror to make sure that you clean yourself. Stop. I swear to God. And I was like, how is this a product? My point is somebody thought of this, created this, is marketing this, and then I'm sure somebody's buying this. But who is the market for this product? Is my point.
No, like some nasty sex kink.
But then why even create? I mean, that's just any mirror.
No. They want it there.
I mean, brethren, that's I don't get it. It's gross on many levels. But I saw that and it threw me off, and I was like, "What is this madness?" And that's why I was like, "I'm not going to pull up the whole situation there because it doesn't make any kind of sense."
Yeah, please don't.
I'm not. What part I just have not doing? You think I want that? You think I want that in my algorithm? Do they want more of these things popping up in my algorithm? No, dog. We're good. We're good. Video gaming dynamics. Are you playing, or did you get all this whole college football NCAA new game?
Nah, unfortunately not.
But because you don't have the console, or because you don't want to spend money in the game, or because
it's a console. I just I don't know. It's the time. If anything, I should be going to the gym more, right? You know this.
I'm not gonna jump down. I'm not gonna criticize anybody for not fitnessing or whatever. But so you do you. Months ahead of Steam. I don't know if it seems up in there too tough, but either way, it's unnecessary across the board.
It's a windshield wiper. Does it have a windshield? Stop, man. These visions are.
It's gross. I'm telling you. If you saw what I saw, I can't unsee it, which is why I'm not sharing it. Yeah, but why wouldn't you be playing the game? I thought it'd be all about that life.
Time. Honestly, time. I don't really play video games.
You don't?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. Does your son play video games? Is that a thing these days?
Oh, of course.
I don't know the dynamic. I don't know what kids do these days. Are they is it on their mobile device, or they're actually playing like console?
They play Brawl Stars, a game called Brawl Stars on their phone.
Yeah, but are they playing games like on the TV like we used to?
Yeah. You heard of Fortnite? Yeah,
is that not a console game too, though?
It can.
I mean, a mobile game.
It's now cross-platform online.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Fortnite is the biggest one in NBA, FIFA, NFL.
I had no idea. That's news to me. Yeah, because this game came out and it's crushing life, and I didn't know that's even a thing.
So you're hearing these rumors?
Rumors.
Who knows what happens by the time this is released? Your boy Biden may be dropping out.
Yeah, I've been hearing. I was hoping we weren't going to get political, but yes, I did hear the rumors. I've been hearing the rumors. Been waiting to see the outcome of said rumors. But until it happens, it's kind of moot. It's like an irrelevant conversation until it goes through. But when it does happen, I will definitely be curious to see the next steps there across the board. But that one is definitely true.
Huh? Evidently, God, because everybody say God's power is strong. God wanted Trump to live, but did not want the man who saved his family's life to live.
Obviously,
right?
That's how God works. We all know that.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, we can tape, and you saw the people like putting bandages on their ears in solidarity.
Yeah, douche.
Forget douche. Just what? It was ridiculous. It was comedic, is what it was. I was just like, wow. And also, and I saw the people do it, just like images of a couple people doing it, and there were people that I was like, man, I wouldn't trust you without it. Like, just you as a person looks like somebody I'm never asking for advice on anything, let alone a glass of water. But it is what it is. But I've been skipping anything related to him because it would just frustrate me. So yeah, I'm going on a different path there. But on a side note, not related to political dynamics, you see that remember Meta had these Ray-Ban glasses, you could take pictures of whatever, like while you're wearing the glasses around and stuff like that, and it became like apparently a big thing that I never bought or never saw any. Do you know anybody ever owned those things?
No.
And they're like, oh, it did really well, and I don't know anybody who owned these Facebook or Instagram glasses, whatever they're called, or Meta glasses. So now they're looking at possibly investing in Ray-Ban at the company overall, right? And so they're kind of sussing that out to see if they can create more smart glasses, and they want to buy like a 3 to 5% stake, right, in the company. And Gopal actually brought this up on our chat earlier this week, right? The company Isilur Luxottica, I'm probably butchering that. It's the parent company of Ray-Ban. Bro, it's like two words that should not be put together. But anyway, guess how much 3 to 5% is worth for that company? Obviously, they own Ray-Ban, but they own a bunch of the glasses, a bunch of things in that dynamic. Just guess how much
50
that.
million.
No. Up.
100 million.
Up.
200.
Up.
500.
Up.
3% or 5%?
5% of this company.
$1 billion.
Up.
2 billion.
Up.
5 billion.
Yes. How insane is that?
5%
Just think about that for a
5
second.
billion?
3 to 5% is $5 billion, roughly $5 billion investment, which would be pretty small potatoes for Meta, which has a market share of $1.2 trillion. $5 billion investment. I'm hoping this is typo because I'm like, how is that possible?
Doesn't make sense.
That sunglass companies or anything in the fashion slate is worth $5 billion. Now there's a global market. There's
speaking of
it's madness.
Glasses. The segment brought to you by Shady Island on Instagram at shady.island.
Is it? Is that the right URL?
I don't know. No matter
how much URL, you chose the right one?
First of all, old man, that's not a URL. A URL is a website.
You said shady.island.
Yeah, on Instagram. You always say,
I heard, I heard shady.island, and I was like, oh, is that the URL?
At shady.island.
Oh, you said at first. My bad. That's on me. Yeah, did not know that. All right. Yeah, my bad. All right. What else you got?
I got COVID.
Are you serious?
I didn't realize that's still a thing. And evidently your boy Joe Biden got COVID too.
Yeah, but he's also 80-something years old. How are you? I mean, I thought you were in good health, son. Did you do the test and whatever else?
Yeah, that's how I know I got it.
Did you quarantine?
I'm not just saying like I got it.
I mean, some people do to get out of work and whatever else. I don't put that past you. Did you quarantine?
I'd have to go to work to get out of work.
Wow, well played. You'd have to have a job. Yeah, all that stuff is completed. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
What does that mean?
I mean, I felt like shit, so I just naturally go.
Were you hanging with the kids and wife?
No, I didn't.
I stayed in my room. Yeah, you're lying. So you didn't have family dinner or whatever else? No, I'll take my soup in my room.
No, I wasn't trying to sick them. I got my wife sick. Yeah.
Wife was sleeping next to you. So she's interacting with the kids. Who's dropping the kids to school?
Bro, it's middle of July. There is no school.
Oh, man. See, why would I know that? Sorry. Who's dropping the kids at camp or any of their fitness type of dynamics? My point is you ain't really quarantined.
She was.
Is what I'm trying to get at.
She was. And then then I tested negative and she was positive. So we switched.
And the reason I'm saying this, by the way, is because we're at a point now with the situation, like it's what endemic, or is that I'm using the term incorrectly? It's just going to be around, whatever that term is. I'm forgetting what's going to be.
Yeah.
But right. So I've been testing forever. I'm on planes regular. It is likely that I have caught it at some point. Period.
Oh yeah.
Right, because I'm on a plane every other week.
I just didn't know it was still a thing.
Yeah, I mean it exists. It's just there. I want to give him a break. You know what I was getting? You could have just answered the question. You just waited. I'm using a 3D printer to print some sunglasses as we speak. Brethren, GoPal's gonna be vexed hearing this porky. Come on, dog. You gotta support your boy.
I need to know the name of this hotel.
I text Blake.
Yeah,
text Blake. Ask him what the name of the hotel was. It'll come back to me in a second. I just can't think of it right now. But that was one of the worst hotel situations that I've been to in a long time. With that said, I'm going to Guatemala in a couple weeks, and I got to camp. Did I tell you this? I'm camping in essence one night. Okay? I'll tell you the full story when I get back, but I'm going camping. Amit, so for those of you who don't know, and you probably should, Amit doesn't camp. We just talked about this.
Are you going camping or glamping?
No, I wish it was glamping.
Right.
It's camping. So it's going to be really problematic. It's one night. And everyone's like, oh, it's just one night. But y'all who know me. One night is like, that's an eternity, right? So I don't know how this is all going to play out is my point. I don't know what to take. I don't know what not to take. I don't know what to eat / not eat because, again, not glamping. So it's the woods and situations. The bathroom situations would be problematic for me, right? All that's going to be questionable. Then so in essence, it's a volcano hike. So you hike up literally the whole day, right? And I think you've got like there's like the guide, there's guides plural, and they'll cook food for you, whatever. So there's some glamping components, but then you sleep in like a sleeping bag at the top of the situation. And I paid extra money for a private shelter. Regin, this shelter is in essence a roof 3 walls on obviously the floor, and the front is open. So it's just a half-covered situation with just 2 sleeping bags versus 12 sleeping bags or whatever, right? And I'm like, all right, man, what did I actually just pay for here? Right? I paid for just space between me and somebody else is what I paid for, apparently.
Yeah, mentally having a divider.
Correct. But I'm still sleeping on the floor. Like, okay, I assume with this money, give me a cot, something. Still sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor.
So may I ask you this? Why are you doing this?
Because there's a volcano dynamic. Well, 2 reasons. One is Kaylee wants to do it, i.e., I'm going to do it. 2 is it's a volcano hike, and I do want to see the volcano situation. So you hike up all day long. You camp at nighttime. You do whatever people do. I don't know how this works. We'll find out. And then in the morning, you wake up at early AF, like just before sunrise, and you hike the last 30 minutes, for example, and then you see the sunrise and an active volcano on the top of the volcano, and that's the.
So,
I mean, well, take that back. It's constantly spewing stuff, but it's not like killing people around it. So maybe my terms are wrong. All right. But you're seeing the gas come out. You're seeing all the stuff. You're seeing little sparks or whatever. So you're seeing that at the top. And that's how you, in essence, greet the new day, which is kind of dope. Right. Everything prior to that. And then you go down and then you descend in one day. So that part's fine. It's the ascension part that I'm a little concerned with. Because I don't know. Can't be eating none because my belly. I can't have that happen out there.
Shit up your pants and
I have no idea how to play this game. I have no idea how to play this game. This much sounds bad. No, Brendan, I'm legitimately concerned, dog. Legitimately concerned because I don't know how to play this game. I mean, I'll survive, but it's gonna be kind of questionable. I don't know how to play this. This one's gonna be kind of, yeah. It's going to be an experience, but so that's happening in a couple weeks. And then next week I'm going to Montana, and so now Montana, some not camping per se, so I can get around. That part's a little different. We're hiking and stuff, so a little different situation up there. And you do the whitewater rafting, horseback riding, all kind of things. So, taking a look at what Americana is all about.
Idiot.
Yeah, man, it's me and Yellowstone in it, brethren. You know what I'm saying? So I go. There you go. Right? So what else you got?
Nothing.
Nothing positive either?
I gave a lot of positive. Miami developer Sergio Pino, big time developer, considered the largest Hispanic developer evidently in the country, committed suicide this week.
I just did something nice, and this week you come back with? Why would you? Why would you even share that story?
A contentious divorce. Where check this: the man tried to poison his wife. Right. So she had a Bible study with friends, and he somehow poisoned all the Brussels sprouts there, and a bunch of them had to be rushed to the hospital. In addition to trying to poison and kill his wife, he hired people to harass, intimidate her. So she was pulling home one day, and like a U-Haul truck came and sideswiped her on purpose and hit her. And evidently 2 or 3 cars exploded at our family's houses, and the guy was kind of crazy. Yeah.
Hold up, what?
Yeah, so he was under investigation for this, and killed himself.
So he poisoned the Brussels sprouts, but didn't do it well enough to actually cause the intended
didn't think and realize that everyone else is gonna eat the same Brussels sprouts.
I mean, the Brussels sprouts. You assume that not everybody's gonna eat them. Brussels sprouts had its heyday. They're over now, thankfully. I don't love Brussels sprouts, and it had its heyday back in about 5 years ago. Everybody's doing Brussels sprouts at the side, and don't love them. I don't love the smell either. No. But we poisoned Brussels sprouts, but didn't poison him enough, so didn't end up killing his wife. And then what was the explosion part you just mentioned?
Evidently, cars at her family's houses started exploding.
I mean, just willy-nilly?
Yes.
And you figured that wouldn't be traceable either?
Nope.
I don't get any of this. It doesn't make any kind of sense.
Yeah. So get your mentals right, people.
Which involves not going to the gym.
No, girls, going to the gym, getting some sun, seeing a therapist if you need to see a therapist.
Damn, this took an interesting turn. Did you find the name of the hotel finally?
Nope.
Did you text them?
Yep, nothing.
And nothing back? All right. Well, I guess we'll just wrap it up on that note.
Be well, eat well. Oh, speaking of eating well, I had Raisin Cane's for the first time.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about that. And I went to movies last night and had food at the movies.
Oh,
Expensive.
okay. Good for
No, my boy had wings. No, he had nuggies, and I was like, oh, he's got nuggies for the movies, and then I was like, oh, you went to Raising Cane's and had nuggies there,
Please
and I
stop
was like,
saying nuggies and
and then
tendies.
I had nuggies in L.A. and it wasn't that great. But you're saying it was good. The sauce was gangsta.
Raising Cane's, yeah, it's so overhyped. Lines can be crazy. The nuggets or the tenders, they're good. You know,
Sorry,
nothing.
it was tendies, not nuggies. My bad.
Yeah,
Hold up, but
nothing
then
like, oh my god, but the sauce is the thing. That's where they sell the sauces. You know, the
but
sauce.
the sauce is just some mayonnaise business
Yeah, it is. It's something I Google how to make it at home, so you can make it at home. So
with enough mayonnaise. I'm asking. I know it looks mayonnaise-esque. That's why I've never had it.
yeah.
But
So you don't eat spicy mayo with your sushi?
No.
No. Interesting.
Like spicy mayo. No, it's got mayo in the title, dog. I'm not doing that. No aioli, no mayonnaise, none of that. Come on now. Spicy mayo. That's just that's the people putting cream cheese in them sushi, dog. No, man, that's some white people shit. It's not how you do sushi.
Yeah.
You know, you put cream cheese in your sushi, son? Tell me no.
No.
Bruv, you sound hesitant.
I don't eat cream cheese really much at all. But no, I don't put cream cheese in my sushi.
You don't do the bagel and lox and stuff like with
no.
like family events?
No, I like just the lox.
See, I don't like the lox. I like the bagel and cream cheese. I don't need the lox in my situation.
No, I like the lox.
So you're doing the lox. You're doing no cream cheese. So you're doing bagel and lox straight up.
No, I don't even. Every time I eat bagels, it just don't feel right. I don't know.
So what do you eat instead? You just have the lox by itself?
Yeah. Like just last week, I went to the kosher deli to just buy lox.
And just eating a bowl of lox.
Oh, you add it with some, I don't know, avocado or something, just little cottage cheese.
There's a bowl of lox. That's what I just heard you say, Doug. But all right. Anyway, go enjoy your lox situation, and we'll chat soon.
Be better, eat better. Justice over order. This election about to get sticky.
For sure. All right, guys.
Get shot at.
Whoa.
One of them got COVID.
Yeah. One's a little different.
By the way, real quick.
Yeah.
Trump assassination. Okay. Are you in any conspiracy or anything like that? Or?
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I literally have looked at zero related to it. I see his name on any podcast. I don't listen to the podcast. Anything related to it, I don't care. I know the RNC stuff's been going on. Not listening to it. Sadly, I heard The Boys, the TV show The Boys, their season finale. There was some debate, some issue with it because apparently there's some. And I haven't seen it yet, so pseudo spoiler alert.
You're not running anything for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, there's some like assassination type dynamic associated with that episode, apparently.
Okay.
Even though it was shot back in 23. So
they're getting flagged for
correct, right? And airing it now, and it's like, no, we're gonna air it anyway. We shot it back in 23.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, this is my point, right? Everybody's all uber sensitive, but people uber sensitive are the people who are generally like, don't be sensitive. So it's also funny to me, right? See, people were like,
but did you see? You have to have seen. Just the dynamic, half a second he turns his head and the bullets.
No, never saw it.
What? You know this stuff then?
No. I've heard it. It's like you said it. I heard like you said it. Don't care. Haven't seen it. Not seen it. Don't know what's going on.
No, you're not listening to me. Just fascinated like this. Okay.
No, not remotely fascinated. Not remotely fascinated.
There's no fact that he'd be dead?
Not remotely fascinated. He's not. So I'm not remotely fascinated. I don't care. The outcome is all I'm curious about. The outcome is, I know the outcome, obviously, so don't care about everything else. Because all that happens now is it perpetrates more unnecessary conversation, speculation, and conspiracy theories, et cetera, and does me and anybody else in this country no good. So I don't care. And all I'm saying is, every time I hear this man's name, I feel worse about everything. So it just ruins days for me. And I mean that with no hyperbole. Like, just ruins days for me. And I'm not somebody who's easily emotional or driven by people, especially people I don't know. And this one person who I don't know literally ruins sleep for me. Like, I cannot sleep many nights, and that's not me. This is how much it bothers me. This is what this is why I say I do my best to avoid every part of it. Right? I know where I'm going. I know what I'm going to be doing come November. And I damn sure know that I'm scared about everything. And that's as far as I can go. But to your point, between now and then, it's going to get spicy with everything. Yeah. Right? But do I listen to the rhetoric? No. When I see people like JD Vance, I find that comedic. Somebody who's called him every which word in the book. And then it's, ooh, my bad. Do I get a VP? Love you.
You call him worse than anything we've called him.
This is again the blatant hypocrisy stuff. Right? Everything about it I find vile. I think it's probably the appropriate word. Just vile. And so I do my best to avoid it. And then Yeah.
But the
Man,
funny
like,
thing is, though, that
started
you talk
sweating,
about,
bro.
we never talked about this. I'm surprised we haven't, with Trump and the convictions. He's a felon. He's a convicted felon on what, 36 counts or something?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But many
I
of
think
the
you get a job at UPS with that.
no, many of the followers say it's the system rigged against him. The system is rigged, right? But when we talk about
black people,
yeah, or even poor people, but yes, heavily black people, heavily brown, and also poor, whether even if you're white, right? Poor, the system is rigged against. It's not meant for you. Oh, don't do crime, don't do this, stop whining, right?
Yeah, tell them not to
Now
abuse
the
women.
same people, the system is rigged.
This is my point. This is why it frustrates me, right? Now you take me down this lane, which I didn't want to go down, but now we're going on the same lane. And the other part of that too is we're talking about general hypocrisy across the board, right? You cannot, if people go generally speaking, oh, this is just out against him, right? I would say simply put, prior to him being president, how many lawsuits were there out against him for everything from fraud, bankruptcy, false bankruptcy claims, so you're saying, so that was also government rigged, just out of curiosity? So that was before, and he had all this stuff in general. So you knew who he was, is my point, right? This is not something speculative dynamic that's now. And then I go to you and say this thing, they go, oh, but it's Democrats, it's Republicans. Same Republicans who say Democrats can't get anything done, you think they are able to do all of this on their own? So also, you're kind of talking both sides of your mouth. Then the last part of that I'll say is, how many presidents have we had? That's right, 46. And how many of them have gone through this? Well, that's right, 1. So I'm going to go out and live here. So the numbers say it's not really the situation, but the dude. And if all these things seem out of turn, I'm sorry, you and I will just never agree in this conversation.
Yeah, well, I just still don't get, even if I liked a candidate, obviously, no, I can't stand Biden either. But let's say I really liked the treating him like
a god,
or a king from medieval times, as if.
What's also interesting, the same people who are doing that are the people he doesn't like and doesn't want anything to do with. He ain't coming to your house for dinner, man. Thinks all you guys are idiots.
It's one thing to I get. I may not agree, but I get liking a candidate. So you can like anything if somebody likes, but it's the obsession, the adoration, the lusting, the reverence, the unwarranted reverence
which is also comedic to me, because his whole thing is not Republican Party, it's Trump. And prior to him, it was party. On the flip side, Democrats always about party as well. I'm not saying this one way or the other, but not whomever's there. The head can rotate, should rotate. Right? In this one, it's Trump, and that's why I find it very annoying to me. And then I'll go further. I'll go one step further down the path with you there, right? In your perspective, see, my biggest fear about this whole dynamic coming up is if you have somebody who's up for this many charges, who has now got pseudo immunity from a bunch of stuff, who can get back in office after what's going on, who literally committed all these felonies you're referring to, has multiple cases out against him, independent of this too, but sexual assaults and other things in general, forget business dealings and so on and so forth. Then saying we got to keep things in America, but I'm going to open a hotel in Saudi Arabia. And then when things happen in Saudi Arabia that should be problematic, you go, no, it's not. No worries. I got to open a hotel there. Then you have the war with Putin. I can go on, ad nauseum. If somebody like that gets reelected, you're trying to tell me you feel comfortable how the next 4 years are going to go? Forget policy. Yeah. Talking about him specifically. That is my big fear. That is why I literally can't sleep. Because if you condone that, the individual, I forget about, I literally don't care about any of the policy. The individual, if you condone that from an individual who is obvious about where he stands, and you allow that to happen, anything that happens after that cannot be good. Period. And that's why I can't sleep. So when you talk about the Biden-Trump thing, I can't put Biden either, my bigger fear is supporting somebody who has done all of this cannot lead to good for a grain of people. Just can't. And that's my fear. Period. This is why in this, it could be anybody. You could say vote with this pencil. The pencils I vote with that. You feel me? It's not any, it's literally that simple for me.
Yeah.
I cannot support that.
Yeah.
Right? This is why when you say I can't go whatever, the fear, and only that, you've seen what happened with the Supreme Court. You've seen the blatant hypocrisy and stupidity that's going on there now. Again, you're telling me I need 4 more years, and these guys are borderline on their deathbed anyway. I need 3 more of these people in there? That's scary for me, my dude.
Yeah, I get it.
But you don't, because you still won't go that route, is my point. Yeah. You don't.
I do get it.
You say it, but you don't.
That's
my fear. All right.
I don't agree with it. I get it.
All right. So, all this to say, if Biden does decide to step down, and by the way, I'm hopeful he will, think that I'm hoping that would rejuvenate whatever's going on. I'm also
I don't know the max though. I don't know if that's as bad. Like, is that better for them?
It is blatantly. Yeah, I think it blatantly is because what you're saying right there.
Who then?
I think that's where the difference lies. It's not a who, it's who's younger. Period. There's two things: who's younger and who can have a debate.
Let's just say really matter. You think boom, that all of a sudden she has a better shot now?
Depends on who her VP is now. Yes, if her VP is somebody stellar, then yes. Now, one of the interesting things you're talking about there too is you have Kamala and you have homegirl from Michigan, and I'm like a 2-woman ticket. That's an aggressive play for America. Now, would I support it? Bring it on. Do I think that's oh my God aggressive? I don't know. And the other problem with that too, by the way, is Kamala is non-white, so that would be an interesting dynamic to have her lead the ticket. Period. Right. So I don't know the math, and I'm sure many people smarter than I are having this conversation. But this is where it gets very interesting and scary for me, all at the same time.
America.
And I was done, and you brought me back in. Now I'm sweating, literally sweating right now, bro. And this is how much this stuff bothers me.
Eat better, justice over order. Amit dyes his hair.
Bro, the grays are coming in, dude. I'm growing my hair out right now. You can't see it in this thing. The grays are there, and I'm trying to I'm like, yo, but if I grow it out a little bit, is it gonna be more obvious and more prominent? But then I'm like, but I have hair and Dominic doesn't, so I feel better about myself all the time. Just in general.
Fake news,
bro. You just put your hat up. You couldn't put the hat any higher before the hair kicked in. The hat was borderline up to the sky for I saw hair. All right, man. Go enjoy your day, dog. We'll talk soon.
All right, cool.